Everyone thought they had the perfect marriage. Their videos were full of laughter, vacations, inside jokes, and the kind of love people wished they had. Then, in just a few terrifying moments, it was over. A husband picked up a gun. A wife never made it out alive. 2 children lost both of their parents before sunrise. The pictures online told one story. The evidence told another. This is the case of Shaterrica Smith. Alexandria, Louisiana, is the kind of place where people cross paths often, and familiar faces become part of the community. It was there that many people came to know Shaterrica Smith, a 38-year-old mother remembered for her energy, her confidence, and the love she had for her children. Friends knew her as someone who enjoyed life. She liked getting dressed up, spending time with family, and making memories with the people closest to her. Social media became one of the ways she shared those moments. Whether it was a family outing, a vacation, or simply enjoying another day, her pages painted the picture of someone living life to the fullest. She smiled often, loved to dance, and wasn't afraid to let her personality shine. Like many people, she used social media to capture the highlights of her life. Eventually, Chhaterica met Tracy Johnson. Their relationship quickly became public, and before long, the two were posting videos together on a regular basis. They laughed together, traveled together, celebrated birthdays together, and rarely missed the chance to record another happy moment. Their chemistry looked effortless. Friends and followers watched as the relationship grew. Every new post seemed to reinforce the same message. These two were deeply in love. They joked with each other, showed affection without hesitation, and appeared comfortable in each other's company. To many people looking in from the outside, they looked like the couple that had figured it all out. When Tracy proposed, it felt like the natural next step. The engagement was met with excitement, and after they married, the videos kept coming. Date nights, vacations, family gatherings, and everyday moments continued to fill their social media pages. If anyone had searched for an example of a happy marriage, their profiles probably would have been near the top of the list. But here's the thing about social media. A camera only records what someone chooses to place in front of it. It doesn't capture every disagreement, every disappointment, or every difficult conversation that happens after the recording stops. And in the weeks leading up to that heartbreaking morning, there were signs that life wasn't as picture-perfect as many people believed. As their online presence continued to grow, people kept seeing the same image: smiles, vacations, celebrations, and a couple that seemed to enjoy doing everything together. The comments were filled with admiration. Some called them relationship goals. Others said they wished they could find a love like theirs. But social media has limits. It can capture a few seconds of happiness while leaving out everything that happens before and after the camera starts rolling. A short video can make a relationship look effortless, even when life has become much more complicated. In the time leading up to March 30th, 2025, nothing posted online suggested that tragedy was only hours away. Friends and followers had no reason to believe that the next update involving the couple would come from law enforcement instead of their own social media accounts. Then came the early hours of that Sunday morning. At approximately 4:35 a.m., officers with the Alexandria Police Department were dispatched to a home in the 5900 block of Ron Mar Drive, following a report of a domestic disturbance involving gunfire. When officers arrived, they entered the residence and found 2 people with gunshot wounds. 38-year-old Chhaterica Smith had died from an apparent gunshot wound. Nearby, officers also found 42-year-old Tracy Johnson. Authorities said he had suffered an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Both were pronounced dead at the scene. Within hours, the news spread across Alexandria and beyond. the same couple whose videos had filled timelines with laughter and affectionate moments was now at the center of a homicide investigation. For many who knew them personally, and for countless others who only knew them through social media, the news was almost impossible to process. The Alexandria Police Department began investigating the circumstances surrounding the deaths. At the time of the initial announcement, investigators released very few details about what happened inside the home before officers arrived. That meant many of the questions people immediately asked had no public answers. What led to the deadly encounter? Had there been warning signs that only those closest to the couple knew about? Or was this one of those heartbreaking cases where the full story may never be known outside the walls of that home? Investigators continued gathering evidence, processing the scene, and speaking with people who might help establish a clearer timeline of the final hours leading up to the shooting. As detectives worked through the evidence, the case quickly appeared to point toward a murder-suicide. Public statements released by law enforcement identified Shaterrica Smith as the victim and Tracy Johnson as having died from an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound after the shooting. Even so, investigators continued treating the scene carefully, documenting every piece of evidence before reaching their final conclusions. Authorities also encouraged anyone with information related to the incident to contact the Alexandria Police Department. Because so few details were released publicly, much of the conversation that followed happened online. People revisited old videos, old photographs, and old posts, searching for clues that might explain something so difficult to understand. But photographs can only capture moments. A smiling picture cannot tell anyone what a relationship looked like when the cameras were off. A vacation video cannot reveal every challenge a couple may have faced, and a short clip shared online is never the complete story of someone's life. What remains beyond dispute is the loss left behind. Shaterrica Smith was a mother whose life ended far too soon. Her family lost a daughter. Friends lost someone they cared about. Her children lost both of their parents in a single morning, a reality that will follow them for the rest of their lives. Cases like this often leave communities asking questions that may never receive complete answers. They also remind us that no social media page, no matter how polished it appears, can fully represent what another person is experiencing. If you or someone you know is living with threats, controlling behavior, or domestic violence, reaching out for help early can make a difference. Speaking to trusted family members, friends, advocates, or local support services may provide options before a situation becomes life-threatening. Thank you for watching Fable of Crime. If this case moved you, take a moment to remember Shaterrica Smith and the loved ones whose lives changed forever. And if this story encouraged you to look beyond appearances and check in on someone you care about, then her story continues to have meaning beyond this heartbreaking tragedy.